this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
If you're going to have any filler done, please make sure it's something that can be reversed.
Lip filler tech is wild.
You know, people are becoming creative as the days go. With the beauty standards rising, so are the con artists, the techs that are willing to destroy someone's life by taking shortcuts. It's almost as if people just don't value education. It's too much work to get an education. It is better to botch somebody or a lot of bodies' lives. We've talked about veneer techs. We've talked about lash techs. We have not talked about basement BBLs as well as basement braces. We've talked about Ozempic, and today we have the wonderful world of lip filler techs. We will be diving into what exactly these lip fillers are doing. We will dive into a particular lip filler tech, quotations on that, with how things are going. Almost anyone can become the scam artist. And so this is a full disclaimer. This is not a promotional video. Do not go to any of these people that claim to be lip filler techs. I am not a medical professional. All I am doing is bringing you information as well as awareness to help prevent yourself from being a victim of these scam artists. This is a huge issue that is happening right now. It has always happened actually, but the scam artists are coming back again. I think they were all just laying low, waiting for the wave to come over and leave. But now they're back because the waves still come back, right? History does repeat itself, and so we're here. When it comes to your body, you cannot be cheap in any way, shape, or form. It will literally cost your life. Please make sure that you check for people's credentials. If it looks like a Canva license, if it smells like a Canva license, if it makes you question twice as to if this person is really qualified to do what they are saying that they do, then please step back and look for somebody else. If it means paying somebody else to make sure that somebody else has credentials, do that. Do whatever you have to do in order to make sure that you are safe. I don't know how to emphasize that anymore. Vet these people. And if you're going to a place where you can get your lash, fillers, nails, everything done in one sitting, yeah, we're gonna get into that. Do not do that. There's no way you can get fillers, lashes done, your wigs done, all in one. Listen, there's absolutely no way. No way. And people are falling for these scams each and every day. Also, people want shortcuts to life when the road is very clear as to where you should go. School. Yeah, I know it's difficult at times. It's so hard to get a proper education for what you truly have the passion to do. Oh, you may not have the passion to do it because you just want quick money, and we're going to get into that as well. So without wasting any more time and yapping, you guys can clearly see that I am becoming frustrated when it comes to this topic because I'm just overall sick of it. Now, I can't speak for most states, but here in Texas, in order to administer lip fillers, you have to be one of 4 professionals. Number 1 is a licensed physician, MDs or DOs. This includes dermatologists, plastic surgeons, and other medical doctors who have the appropriate training. Number 2 is nurse practitioners and physician assistants. They can administer lip fillers if they are under the supervision of a licensed physician and have received the necessary training and not a Canva certification. Number 3 is a registered nurse. In Texas, registered nurses can administer lip fillers if they are properly trained and are operating under the supervision of a licensed physician. And last but not least is a licensed dentist. A dentist with the appropriate training can also administer lip fillers as they have extensive knowledge of facial anatomy. As we move forward with this, I want to make sure that we had a medical professional come in and tell us exactly what lip filler is and all these crazies that are happening. She is a board certified dermatologist, so let's see what she has to say.
Lip filler tech is wild. I'm a board certified dermatologist. Let me explain to you why this is something that you should avoid at all costs. It is actually illegal for any esthetician, cosmetologist, beautician, or lash tech, any unlicensed professional to administer dermal filler. It's illegal. Dermal fillers are actually a medical procedure that have risks associated with them. They include stroke, blindness, necrosis, vascular occlusion, dermal nodules, infection. I hope I'm scaring you because you should be scared. Dermal fillers should only be administered by licensed professionals. Licensed professionals such as a licensed physician, a licensed physician assistant, or a licensed advanced practice registered nurse. So if you're thinking of getting filler, please, please, please do not cut costs by visiting someone who is unlicensed to inject filler. First of all, what are they even injecting? I don't even know what that was. Second of all, the risks associated with it. When you're paying for your procedure, you're not only paying for the cost of the product, but you're paying for the injector's medical expertise and their experience and education.
And there you guys have it. It's not that complicated. There are people that are putting silicone in your lips. There are people that are probably putting olive oil in your lips. And silicone is what is used for breast implants as well as saline. There's probably people putting saline in your lips, and that crap does not dissolve. So you have to go to a hospital in order for them to perform a surgery to help you out and pretty much botch your lips in order to save you because you decided to go the cheap routes. So let's get into other people's experiences as well as doctors explaining exactly why this is happening if it already isn't obvious enough for you. Let's take a look.
If you're going to have any filler done, please make sure it's something that can be reversed or breaks down naturally, like a hyaluronic acid filler. This is a silicone filler which cannot be broken down and has to be removed surgically.
So I went to go get my lips done yesterday and something bad happened.
Bitch, I'm so nervous right now. It literally gotten bigger by the second.
What happened here? Well, I'm not her doctor, thank God, but most likely this is an allergic reaction to the cream that she put on her lips. She should go to the ER and most likely get steroids, which will bring the swelling down.
Okay, so Sam, my social media marketing manager, sent me this. This is a great video. People were asking, I don't speak Spanish, so I can't read the comments, but people were asking, I think, why is he not just dissolving this filler? Probably this is silicone. This is probably permanent. If this was dissolvable, they would be using Hylenex to dissolve it. This is really a problem. They get these huge, thick granulomas in the lip, and the only way to get it out is to either poke it and squeeze it out. And sometimes we actually have to cut chunks of lip out to get this product out. So be very careful when you're doing this with an injector and make sure it's not pure silicone, just HA fillers.
So hyaluronic acid is what they should be putting in your lip fillers. And now there is something that has advanced, because you guys know with technology, it is always advancing. Innovation is essential for growth. There are now hyaluron pens, and hyaluron pens are used as lip fillers, except if you are somebody that is scared of real injections, hyaluron pens are what is used for you. And just to make sure that I'm saying it correctly, the hyaluron pen is a needle-free device used for cosmetic treatments, primarily for administering, my accent came out of that one, administering dermal fillers. And the key things with this is it uses pressure technology to inject hyaluronic acid fillers into the skin without needles. So if you are a needle freak, this is going to help you not go crazy. Hyaluronic acid, a naturally occurring substance in the body, commonly used in cosmetic treatments to add volume and hydration to the skin. And if you guys have used facial creamers or anything of that self-care category, then you should know that there is hyaluronic acid in those creamers, in those serums, and it works perfectly. It actually feels really good on the skin. Now we're going to dive into an actual scam artist that is scamming people, and I think she has now stopped, question mark.
I really need you guys to help me with this video. I've been trying to post this video in so many different formats, but TikTok won't let it stay up. I don't think I've ever been this stressed in my career in the 3 years that I've had my business before. Like, today has been definitely one of the most difficult days, and it's all because of another person's malpractice. And I can't even use the word malpractice because that implies that the person should be practicing in the first place. This person should not be practicing. She shouldn't be touching anybody's face, but here we are. So about 3 days ago, this girl reached out to me saying she had gone to Houston to see somebody to get her lips filled, yada, yada, yada. She came back. Her lips started to swell up a little bit. She reached out to the person. The person told her this is perfectly normal, which in fact it is. It is perfectly normal. It's going to go down after some time, but she said her lips progressively kept getting bigger and bigger. So she reached out to me on TikTok. I told her to go ahead and book a consultation and we can do it virtually. She doesn't have to come into the spa. So she booked the consultation. We did the virtual consultation. I saw her face and immediately I was like concerned, right? So I was like, how soon can you come in? Come in as soon as you can. Now, of course, I asked her, do you have any allergies, anything like that? Have you ever gotten lip filler before? She said yes, and this never happened, but it had been 3 years since she last got lip filler, and then she went and got it this time in Houston. So she comes into the spa today, and her lips are way worse than they were when we were on the virtual call yesterday. Like, somehow they are 3 times worse than they were yesterday. And I'm looking at her like, girl, I shouldn't be touching your lips. I feel like you need to go to the hospital. And she's like, you know, she doesn't want to go to the hospital. She doesn't have insurance. Like, it hurts. She just feels like she needs to get it dissolved. I'm like, the fact that it is continuing to swell up means that the lip filler is definitely somewhere that it shouldn't be. And so you need to go to the hospital. Prior to heading to work this morning, I made a video about all of these illegal injectors that are out here. I was actually referring to this particular girl who is in Houston, who is a lash tech in Houston, who decided at some point last year to start doing lip filler. This is her client. And the reason why she stuck to my mind is because this is the 3rd person I have seen in the last 10 months who has seen this girl. No one has been as severe as the client that I saw today, but 3 people have seen this girl and have come to me and we've had to get their lips dissolved and redone. With the first client, we were unable to get her lips to be dissolved, which means whatever was injected in her lips was not hyaluronic acid. That is why the hyaluronidase, the enzyme that is supposed to dissolve the lip filler, was not able to work. So she had to end up going to the hospital. I tried to follow up with her. She never followed through with me, so I don't really know what happened in that first case. In the second case, her lips did get dissolved. However, I wasn't really quite paying attention to the name that they were saying because they both said the same thing, mink or minky or so mink. But they kept using the words injectors. She is an injector. She is a black injector based in Houston. So in my mind, she is an injector. I'm not thinking it's somebody, some girl, you know? But yesterday when I was on the Zoom call with this 3rd client, I was like, who did this to you? Like, who is the person? And she actually said the name again. And I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? And then she sends me this girl's page. And that's when I find out the reason why all these people have been having these problems is because this person is not an injector. This person is a lash tech who is getting supplies off of Amazon and injecting people's faces. Now, I have tried to post a video showing her pages. I did the green screen thing and TikTok said it was violating community guidelines. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to tell people to stay away from this girl. In one of her posts, and I'm going to attach the image here, she actually says, as a response to someone who asked the question, how can you do this legally in your state? She says, you don't need any license to do this in the state of Texas. That is categorically false. That is actually so untrue. It is mind-numbing. Anyways, today was the very first time in the 3 years that I have owned and operated Maiza Medical and Wellness Spa that I've had to call for emergency services to take someone from the spa to the emergency room because I feel like they have gotten to the point where this is an emergency. I will continue to keep up with my patient because at this point, she is now my patient. She is now my client. I will continue to keep up with her and make sure she's doing good. But so Mink, I want you to know that you need to stop doing what you're doing. I have gone ahead to report you to the state. This is unbelievable. And the fact that I reached out to you and you blocked me is even crazier. Stop what you're doing. You are costing people a lot of money. You're putting people in danger and you don't even care. You just want to go about making money. You should not be injecting anybody's faces.
All that information that we heard was from a registered nurse, and she gave out really good information. These things are real life. If you have not woken up, these things actually are happening in our everyday life. There are scam artists coming up with different ways to scam people, to the point that even if that client lost their life, they would not care as long as they have a bag. I did go to the registered nurse's Instagram just to make sure that I'm not getting scammed again, but she is a medical professional and she has gone to school. She has the credentials, she has the certification, and if you need the help, go ahead and go to her. Her name is That Girl Ryan on her Instagram, I believe. The only thing that I spotted that is a conspiracy theory. So if you are a conspiracy theorist, it is the one eye symbolism that is on her page. However, that is neither here nor there. That is not what we're talking about. The name that she mentioned in her video is So Mink. And boy, did I have to deep dive in a lot of things in order to find So Mink, because she had deleted a lot of her things ever since this video came out and ever since other videos of her have come out. Now, this is not an attack just to So Mink. This is to a lot of other scam artists out there. I will be going out my way trying to find each and every one of y'all and exposing y'all because of the medical malpractice, actually the scamming that you guys are doing, because you guys aren't licensed, you guys don't have certification, you guys don't have a lick of education when it comes to doing what you guys claim you have experience with. One red flag that you will always notice with these techs is they do not hesitate to call themselves number one of Houston, number one of whatever states. They are the number one scammers, because there probably is a Reddit out there that has them all lined up in order, and lo and behold, they are all number one. Number one veneer techs, number one lash techs, number one lip filler techs, number one BBL basement, number one basement beat braces. There is so much chaos that is happening in these streets. Let's get into it. She has an Instagram. She had an Instagram. Houston number one lip filler supplier, one-on-one group and refresher trainings linked below. Online courses now available. Lip enhancer under medical director. What the fudge does that even mean? What? Okay. Moving on. This is a post that she posted May 23rd. And like I said, you will be in luck if you find these things. She is on Facebook, I believe. If you want to go to her Facebook, you probably can find her. However, before I continue, do not go and try to dox her and do all this other crap. It has already been done. And even if it wasn't, I would not advise you guys to go out there. That is on your own doing and not mine. I am just bringing the information, making sure you guys are aware of the BS that is going on in these streets. The iconic lip injection Extreme Plump is finally here. I want to see all your reactions. Yeah, all the negative reactions when people have to go to hospitals to freaking fight for their life. And next up, we have a class tour, hyaluronic pen class tour, the pen that I was talking to you guys about. And I believe her last tour was November 11th. As far as we know, $995 with the $200 deposit. She doesn't have her Instagram anymore. I could not find her on TikTok, so I went to the old reliable Facebook, and there I had her one-on-one training classic lash. Sign up today for $350 with $150 deposit, and you guys can read the rest. So she is an esthetician. I don't even know if she's licensed, and quite frankly, I don't care at this point, because you are putting people's lives in danger. And if I sound very mad, you have to understand that I have covered veneer techs, lash techs, and now this bull crap. It is just a lot. It is a lot. And then I also found her images, of course, and this is one of her images. Lip filler injector, non-licensed canvas certification, girly. That's her. Now, this is her page, Somni Beauty, where she still actually sells, I think, one lip plumper lipstick thing, cosmetic. I don't know. This is her page, and this is the last post from her personal Instagram. Yes, I did a lot of research for this one, and this was May 19th, and I believe that last post. So her iconic lip injection tour, this was her last one, and she said, "My tour is coming to an end. This is my second tour in a span of 1 year. Yes, I only been doing this for little over a year. I only been doing this. And the growth is tremendous. Make that investment in whatever class you want to take. Y'all will make an investment on anything but freaking school. You are going to make that money back 100-fold. That is all that is leading these scammers. I will have a mentorship program coming soon this fall. I hope not. I guess she is still trying to run this. Whether you are a hairstylist, a nail tech, a lash tech, a baker, anybody that wants to up the score, you want to create your own online course, go on a tour, need help with branding and marketing, I got you. My first class I taught in 2019 was 23 ladies sold out. Girl, you need to have Grammarly. Grammarly, if y'all want to sponsor me, she needs Grammarly. They said the economy is bad, but I can't tell, and I don't want you to either. I do appreciate all the support and kind words. I love you all, and it's one more spot left for New York. So evidently she is still running these scams on the low, because I couldn't find anything else about her, and I've looked at other creators that are talking about her. They couldn't find it either. So one would just have to simply DM her and find the information through the horse's mouth. And as we continue to speak on So Mink, this is one of the promos that she did December 15 of 2023. And I just personally thought it was interesting. Now there is music, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read as the words go as well. Understand it how you wanna understand it. And if you guys catch on to it, then I guess we're on the same page. Let's get into it. Dear Diary, I've been working for 2 years scamming people, and I'm still not a millionaire. I just want something that pays. Just a couple hundreds per hour, nothing major. So Mink got the perfect online course dropping soon, but I want this boy to buy it for me. He can either get with it or leave me alone. Earlier, I mentioned the importance of vetting an individual, especially when it comes to your body. If you have to go to a boutique to get your lip fillers done, I don't know how many red flags you need in order for you to understand that it is not a carnival. As you guys can see, this is So Mink performing a lip filler procedure on a client, as well as her client getting her lashes, as well as her hair installed. I don't know. If you still think it's a carnival, you need to wake up. I honestly need to just create a book with all their faces, all the scam artists that are able to do this on the regular, warning people of these kinds of people that just want nothing but quick cash, want to make a couple of millions botching people's faces. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a millionaire. There's nothing wrong with wanting goals and having dreams for your future. But if it costs somebody else's life, what good is that? The morals are gone. The values are lost. There is nothing left but hope that these type of people could just stop. Houston, Atlanta, literally around the world. And when I say the world, I don't just mean the USA, literally around the world. There is so much scamming that goes on, all for quick money. Baby, all of us would love quick money, but do you really think that we're just dumb? People that work a regular 9-to-5 are seen as people that are wasting their time. I would rather have somebody work a legitimate 9-to-5, an honest living, than a scam artist like this. See, social media has had people so effed up in the head thinking that they can just go on Canva, get a certification, and ruin people's lives, get quick money, and live their best lives. All this to validate people on social media when you should be doing the foundational work. You should be laying the cement, making sure that your foundation is set so that when people try to get at you like how I am now, you could be like, excuse me, I have certification. Excuse me, I went to school. Excuse me, I have a degree. But no, see, now if you come at me, I will give you exactly what you are performing, and you also don't have the credentials, so there you have it. There are so many people out there that are scamming individuals for what? All in all, please make sure that you guys are doing the work in order to vet these people, making sure they have the proper credentials. I am behind the scenes already seeing a lot of other scammers. This can take all day, but we're going to cut it short right here. If you guys are interested in a part 2 where I expose other lip filler injectors, or if you have other things that are happening that I may not be aware of, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below or email me, whatever is comfortable for you. And I will see you guys on the next one.